vehicle has a completely different philosophy than what BMW, than what Mercedes-Benz was. Our vehicles are very driver-focused. No suspension and our steering behavior. Mercedes-Benz is approaches vehicles. No, it's not about the size. I know where this is coming from. So our cars have a completely different philosophy. We are more sporty. We are more sophisticated. And yes, we became bigger in terms of the C-Class. Yeah, and as you can see, the rear door was always, customer used to complain that have sleeve series that the doors on all small saloons open on a certain degree. Now, through our very clever positioning of the B pillar, that normally stands straight in a vehicle, we've tilted it to the back. You have the possibility to open the door much farther. It's easier to get inside, and it gives you also more head freedom when you sit inside. Also, the position of the fuel tank has been changed. That allows us to put the seat way more back, and it gives us about 15 to 20 millimeter more space inside, which is enormous for an interior space. Yet the vehicle has grown only minimum to the E90, which was the previous one. Any other questions?
Yes.
Well, a target market is basically everyone who loves to drive, and everyone who enjoys sophisticated technology and power, who enjoys innovative technology. We are ahead in many areas. Is it the engine? I can go into details if you like, or the gearbox. For example, I don't know if we have technical people here. Usually the connecting rod to the piston is centralized. Yeah? Ours in this engine is offset. That allows us to use a longer torque arm when igniting. That gives us more torque and revs up the engine easier. You will feel it when you drive it. That means on the time of ignition, the piston, the connecting rod is not straight, it's tilted. That means it goes straight down to the end.
All right, quick question. Well, you're introducing the 320 diesel, and the sulfur quality in our diesel is, not as European standard. So what have you put in place to ensure that the engines run efficiently despite having that setup?
Now, the issue of the sulfur is actually not only the engine. Yeah? We do use a lot of sulfur in our fuel here in Kenya. Now, our engines, what they do is, let's start like this. The problem of sulfur comes actually with the exhaust, and that is when it fires back to the engine issue because of the particle filter of the diesel. Now, as we run in Euro 3 here in Kenya, the cars are tailored basically for those markets with sulfur. So the particle filter is not in place in our vehicles here, and the engine management, because sulfur is not only disturbing the emission, it also disturbs the combustion. Yeah? So the electronic just fires up a bit earlier. Yeah? So it means the compression comes earlier than usual. Basically. There's a bit higher compression in the engine.
There's a perception that these German cars are guzzlers. And I know you've been downsizing your engines. What's the smallest engine you bring? What consumption can we expect?
The smallest engine would be a 1600 cc. It's arriving in Kenya by January, mid of January, end of January. And the consumption will be on an Eco Pro mode of 4.1 liter, 4 liter on 100 kilometers. But it's not only the engine and the Eco Pro mode that does, because the Eco Pro mode shows you how to drive economically. What we have done is our tires have less roll resistance by 20%. Yeah? The gearbox basically adapts to your driving style. It takes about 64 cycles for the car to understand what driver is sitting inside, how is he driving. And by having two different keys, let's say your wife has a key, the car knows how is your wife driving because it sets the settings within the key and adapts them when you start the car, and he knows exactly what you're driving and how are you driving. So if you're a sporty driver, the car is always in the right gear to keep the optimum torque, because if you're out of your torque range, you need more gases to bring the car to movement. So that was optimal.
50,000 euros is a whopping 6 million Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
And as you said, whoever drives this car is making a statement. We all want to make some statement.
Very true.
Do you have any financing, facility so that somebody can be able to access this without
Of course, of course.
6 million cash.
We do have financial packages. We work with different banks, but it's not only the financing, I think, that is, or that could be disturbing on the cost, right? It's also your service. So what we offer, we have a 5-year service package called BSI. It's called BMW Service Inclusive. This package guarantees you for 5 years all-inclusive service, all parts, all filters, everything that belongs to service with fluids, and on top of it, it takes care of your warranty beyond the warranty period, which is 2 years, unlimited mileage. Out of this line, for the next 3 years to complete for 5 years, it guarantees you any repair on the vehicle besides your own damages as accidents and tires and so on. So it gives you, it allows you to calculate your costs for the next 5 years. Just coming back to the fuel consumption, this car has been bigger, it's become bigger than the previous model, yet it's only 1,450 kilo. Now I know in Kenya when a car is too light, people say it's too light, it can't be good. Yeah? But this is way out. This thinking must change. A light car is not necessarily to be an unstable car. Yeah? Our suspension is exactly adapted to the weight. We don't just put a suspension in order to just drive from A to B. This car knows exactly at any road condition what it's doing, how you're driving, how you want it to be, how to adapt. And this makes it all as a package, makes it a very safety and a very secure car.
To answer your question on financing, yes, at Simba Corporation, we do financing in-house. We do HPs, we do operating leases. So you just come in, if you qualify, we'll do an operating lease for you. An operating lease means that your car will be fully maintained by ourselves. You pay a monthly amount. Our interest rates are very, very competitive. Indeed, I would say that our rates are better than the bank's rates. And it's all done in-house and tailor-made financing.
Just to go on, something that is very tiny and new, and I really like it, is the opening of the hood, where you basically have to pull 2 times, yeah, and then you can just open your hood. There's no this dirty hook where you used to get your hands dirty with, yeah, and you just open it up. Something that is also very BMW is the positioning of the weight point of the engine. If you see the engine on all BMWs, especially again on this car, is behind the center point of the axle. That allows you a very dynamic cornering, no matter if you have the sporty or the modern or our luxury line. Most of the car manufacturers put the engine in front of the front axle, which gives an understeer on cornering. So this is one of it's a very BMW feature. I mean, on the engine you can't see very much here now. It's a 4-cylinder twin turbo engine. Yeah, very short, very compact, and as I said, this basic is soft. So on an accident, as a function of the pedestrian safety. Any other questions?
The email sent by the car back to
Yes.
the email sent back by the car back to the service station. Does it indicate the location?
Yes, yes. There is a navigation location, a GPS location with it. This all connected drive comes also with a safety feature of SOS. It means on an accident, when you have an accident and the airbags pop out, and you're not able to trigger this SOS call, the car within 15 seconds will trigger a call to the police and to the respective security department, which is any hospital will work. So they will know that something happened and